from the Ring Talk.
That was a meaty one.
That was
real meaty.
We're here.
We are here.
We're going to go for our recaps.
Yes, another episode of Ring Talk, episode 23, I believe.
I forgot to introduce us.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
I'm rusty. Magic Tyler, Kason Smith, and we are here.
We are here.
We're here. We're going to go through recaps. We're going to do our top 10 match reviews. It's going to be a good episode.
Going to be a good episode.
Stick to the end.
Yes, we're doing our punishments today. So you want to stick around for that.
Yep.
That'll be at the end of the episode.
Wax strips, 2 per person. It's going to suck. It's going to suck. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started because we have a lot to cover. We got 2 SmackDowns, 1 Raw, 1 NXT. For the first SmackDown, we're just going to talk about what the main stuff that really matters.
Yeah, I mean, looks like we're getting a tag match at Bad Blood between Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa of the Bloodline against Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns.
Unlikely allies. But it makes sense.
Bitter enemies turned momentarily allies.
Yeah. Do you think we'll get a future match between the two again?
I think maybe around Crown Jewel, I think we could see another match.
Match 3.
Match 3, Cody versus Roman 3.
You always have to have a third match.
Gotta have that rubber match.
Yeah.
Cody's won against Roman, and Roman has beaten Cody.
Let's use a Rocky analogy here. Apollo Creed, Rocky, they both won one. They had to get that final one.
That final one.
There wasn't a crowd for that one, though.
I know. We don't even know who technically won it. We didn't see it happen.
Didn't they say in Creed?
They said in Creed, but we didn't see it. Maybe Rocky was lying.
Maybe Rocky had dementia.
He could. He's getting old.
Yeah. Poor Rocky.
Poor Rocky.
Anyways, so SmackDown, basically all that's going. We'll talk about the rest of that SmackDown whenever we talk about SmackDown again because it kind of
overlap, connects.
You know.
So starting off with Raw, September 16th, you had CM Punk basically just calling out Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre was not here that night.
Yeah.
He was told basically to stay home, and Punk was given his time to talk and kind of get everything out.
He was talking about why he had to do this, why he had to go in the Hell in the Cell, and be honest with you, makes a lot of sense.
I mean, both men have told each other that the other is not going to walk out of Hell in the Cell.
Yeah. He said
I expect it to live up to the name of the event, Bad Blood. I expect there to be some blood.
I'm pretty sure CM Punk made a promise that he would make Drew McIntyre bleed during that match. CM Punk also made the claim that in order for him to lose the match, he would have to die.
That's a little extreme.
Yeah.
That's a little extreme.
He's saying that he's not going to quit. Do you think he's going to kick out everything? Is that what he means?
Out of everything, you think?
Do you think he's going to fall off the top of the cage and still walk?
Do you think a little early prediction for that match? Do you think they will eventually break out of the cell?
Oh, I'm sure.
Do you think they'll go up top?
I'm sure they will.
You think they will?
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
I'd love to see it. But yeah, I'm so ready for this rivalry. I'm so ready for what's going to happen tonight because tonight we're recording on Monday.
Yeah.
The Raw will be happening tonight.
I believe Drew McIntyre will be on the show. I don't expect to see CM Punk there.
Yeah.
But you never know.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I just really hope that they find a way to keep filling in the Raws so we don't get a little bored of what's happening between their rivalry. They need to keep heating things up.
Keep it heated. Keep it fresh.
Don't keep it to where they're just giving promos. Do something else.
Do something else. You hear him? He's cooking.
You enjoying that?
Yeah.
Anyways.
First match of the night was Pete Dunne versus Sheamus.
Great match.
And Pete Dunne, again, we've said it once and we'll say it again, is putting in the work.
He wants the money. He wants the money.
He wants that raise, baby. He wants that raise.
Did we get a comment saying that someone agreed?
Yeah, they agreed. They're like, yeah, Pete Dunne, give him the raise, baby.
Exactly.
A little dirty, underhanded tactic Pete Dunne used to win the match.
Yeah. But I feel like that also signals that we're going to probably get more out of this.
Yeah, it's every week they're putting on banger after banger after banger.
Matches.
We had Natalya picking up a big victory over Zoe Stark.
Pure Fusion Collective. I hate this group, to be honest with you. I feel like it's wasting talent between Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler.
Sonya Deville, all of them. And then you had Natalya. She's back in the fold.
Yep.
So they're kind of going back and forth. I don't really see this rivalry going anywhere.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Rivalry that is going places is Braun Breaker and Jey Uso.
Oh, man.
Little big face-off. And it got a little fiery.
Yeah.
They started going at it, trading blows, and then Jey Uso hitting Braun Breaker with a spear.
Yeah. Braun Breaker had the upper hand, and we all thought he was going to do the rope rebound spear.
But Jey Uso was ready.
Jey Uso hit one of his own. But we will talk about this rivalry later because this is not the end of this for that night. But that was probably the first time in a minute, I've seen Jey Uso get a little serious.
Get a little serious.
After what Braun Breaker is saying to Jey Uso was like, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if the Intercontinental Championship match is tonight or next week, but I know it's coming up. It may be tonight.
I think it is tonight.
Maybe like the main event or something.
I think it's tonight. But I feel like everyone here sees that Braun Breaker is probably still going to hold on to that title.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get more out of the two. Maybe we'll get like another match. Who knows? But I still think Braun Breaker is going to win that match.
Yeah. Judgment Day defeated the New Day for the World Tag Team with the World Tag Team titles on the line. They retained the titles with a little bit. There was interference between the LWO and other Judgment Day members.
Yeah.
And Xavier Woods did not like the LWO coming out. He was more upset that he wasn't aware that the LWO was coming out.
What happened before that match is Xavier Woods went up to, I think it was Jey Uso, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley and was like, hey, if Judgment Day gets involved, you don't get involved. We want to win this on our own. But apparently Kofi didn't get the memo. Because he invited the LWO to have their backs during that match. And whenever that happened, the LWO got the referee's attention, and Xavier Woods had the 3 count. And
they would have been champions again.
I'm definitely seeing the cookie crumble between Xavier Woods and Kofi.
Is this the fall of the New Day?
I'm saying probably. Unless we get like a cool thing to where like we think it's going to happen, but they decide not to do it.
I don't know.
But I feel like this is the opportunity.
It's a risk, but if it pays off, it'll be real good for all these guys.
I mean, like, to be fair, when was the last time the New Day had the tag titles?
It's been a hot minute.
It's been a minute. So I'm thinking that they're letting these new teams get on the rise and actually have a chance to win. I say for the best chance Xavier Woods getting a singles title run, this is it.
This is it. This is his chance.
I didn't know how I felt about it at first, but I don't know. Maybe this could be a Bad Blood match if they really get this popping before Bad Blood.
Ooh, they got to hurry it up then.
They got to hurry it. Or at least some sort of PLE. Maybe not Bad Blood. Who knows?
Yeah, Xavier Woods lashed out backstage after the match and everything. It's looking like this is the fall of the New Day.
Yeah.
Ever since Big E got injured, nothing's really ever been the same.
They brought up Big E. Kofi was like, we don't have Big E anymore. And Xavier was like, but you have me.
You got me.
Like,
you still got me.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. I feel like if they pull the trigger and have Woods turn on Kofi, it'll be a make or break.
Yeah.
Next was Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed basically just destroying each other.
Yep.
I definitely see this rivalry ending in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Yep. Didn't they end up like destroying like equipment in the back and stuff?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Braun Strowman one of them was it Braun Strowman who threw a fan at the other person.
He like busted him like through like a wall.
Yeah.
There's a lot that happened that night.
He basically just destroyed everything.
There's a lot of destruction. That's all you need to know. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I'm sure it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
Gunther once again told Sammy, no, you're not getting a title match. Let me ask you this. Is would you say that Gunther is scared of Sami Zayn?
I just feel
Is
like...
it fear? Because Sami beat him at Mania?
Maybe. Or maybe Gunther's just like, Sami doesn't have that motivation like he did the last time he beat me. I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't think he earned it yet. Because he just lost a championship.
He just lost the Intercontinental Championship to Braun Breaker.
And I feel like, personally, there's some other faces that deserve more of a title shot than Sami.
Who would that be? Who would you like to see get a title shot?
Anyone but Sami.
Anybody.
I'm just kidding. Not Akira Tozawa. But,
Akira Tozawa, I think, deserves a title shot.
Against Gunther?
Against Gunther.
Is that going to be the WrestleMania main event?
Dude, I'd love it.
If Akira Tozawa won the Royal Rumble...
You know how hyped that crowd would be?
That would be the biggest moment in WWE history.
Biggest moment, biggest upset ever. It'd be.
Hey, Triple H. If it happens, I wouldn't be mad at it.
Paul Levesque.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
Is it Levesque or Levesque?
I think it's Levesque.
Levesque.
Who knows? If you know, then good for you.
Hey, what's your name, man? What's your name? That's what I'd ask him.
Oh.
I
thought you were asking the viewer that. I was like, what?
I'll always call him Triple H.
Yeah.
It always be Triple
Anyways,
H to me.
Triple H we trust.
Io Sky defeated Bianca Belair in a thriller of a match.
That was a great match.
Mm-hmm. Io Sky never disappoints for me, honestly.
Yeah.
She kills it every time. And then in the main event, Damian Priest defeated Dom Mysterio.
Right after that, though, Damian Priest was getting beat up.
By the Judgment Day.
Rhea Ripley tried to come in, got beat up. Jey Uso tried to come in. Boom! Spear by Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker out of nowhere. Just speared him in half.
That the amount of collision that I just had with my hands right there is probably how it was.
It's probably pretty close.
It was pretty close.
And the Judgment Day was like, and they just carried on with their business, beating up Rhea and Priest.
Yeah. I feel like... I don't know. I feel like this is not the end of it after Bad Blood for the Judgment Day, Damian Priest, Rhea.
I still think for Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan's match, they should have Dominic be suspended in a shark cage.
Speaking of that, we'll talk about Dominic custody later.
We will.
But yeah, I agree. I also think that
cool.
I also think that one from each side of this is going to win their match. Not both contenders are going to win.
I think Liv Morgan will win her match, and Damian Priest will win his match.
Really?
Yes.
I think it's the other way around.
Oh, you think Rhea Ripley's going to win?
Yeah, I think Rhea's going to get her title back, and Finn's going to have the upper hand.
Oh.
Who knows?
We'll see.
Maybe my mind will change after tonight. Who knows?
NXT, September 17th, we had the contract signing that didn't end with either man signing the contract yet, really. We had Ethan Page and Trick Williams, and it ended with Ethan Page smashing Trick Williams through a table.
Which is what Trick Williams did to him last week in his last man standing match.
Mm-hmm. So, and these guys were kind of going back and forth all night long.
Yeah.
Ava Raine was she was dead set on getting this contract signed.
We need it.
Yep.
Now. Tonight. On Raw. Do it now.
On Raw. Tonight. Get it done. We had a women's tag team match. The reunion of Lyra Valkyria and Tatum Paxley taking on Wendy Chu and TNA's Rosemary.
Yeah.
Valkyria and Paxley picking up the big W. Very decisive win.
Dubs.
Then we had TNA's Hammerstone defeating Tony D'Angelo via countout.
Yeah.
So, Tony D'Angelo pretty much just walked out of the match. He looked so defeated. He just didn't look like the Don of NXT anymore.
Yeah.
And we eventually see backstage, they're talking to him, and they tell him they're going to get him one more North American Championship match against Obafemi.
Even after he lost.
And I think I could potentially see the D'Angelo family turning on Tony D'Angelo
after he loses his match?
Or during the match, maybe costing him the match.
I could see it, because what really has Tony done for the family lately?
Yeah, it's been
a really downhill thing for him.
And I think we could be getting close to Tony D'Angelo potentially being called up to the main roster next year. So it's like, all right, well, what are some of the storylines that we have yet to do in NXT?
And if that's the case to where the family turns on Tony, is he still going to keep that Don persona, or is he going to do something else?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Who knows?
We had CM Punk was in the building this night.
Oh, yeah.
So he wasn't on Raw, but he was on NXT.
Yeah.
And he came out, he's basically trying to hype up the NXT show in Chicago.
Yeah.
That's coming up. So CM Punk was there, and he's interrupted by none other than one of his biggest fans who grew up watching him.
Yeah.
Roxanne Perez, the NXT Women's Champion. And she starts just dissing him, saying that Drew McIntyre should have been her favorite wrestler.
You know, I think Roxanne is just a little high. Or
High?
something. She might be.
You think she's on something?
She might be on something. She might be having a little too much fun with her title or something. I don't know. This is just not right. What CM Punk has done for this company has been way more than Drew McIntyre, and she would not be in the position she is today if she didn't have the inspiration from CM Punk. What do you think?
I've always thought CM Punk was kind of a bad influence. I mean, Drew McIntyre, I think, has said it perfectly for months at this point, that CM Punk is a cancer. He is bad influence to the locker room, to this young generation at NXT, and we all know that at Bad Blood, Drew McIntyre is going to get the job done.
If CM Punk did not make the impact he made today or any of his matches, none of the NXT superstars would probably have the inspiration or the will to fight like CM Punk does now.
That's one man's opinion. This man has another.
Who do you think is the true...
Are you Team Punk or Team McIntyre?
Are you Team Punk or Team McIntyre? Because clearly a horrible champion such as Roxanne Perez, someone with no respect at all.
Horrible champion. Are you kidding me? She's maybe the greatest NXT Women's Champion of all time.
I don't know about that, man.
Maybe it's one of the greatest. Top 5 at the very least.
Top 5?
Yeah.
I'd say top 5. That makes sense.
Yeah. But Julia ended up interrupting as well, and Punk's just in the middle of these two beautiful women. And at that point, I will say I was jealous of Punk. Just in the middle.
Punk
of both
also
of these girls.
has a wife at home, so he can't really be having any thoughts about that.
Whoa, chill,
Okay.
chill.
So he's a very respectable man when it comes to that, unlike Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre is very faithful to his wife.
And he was almost too faithful to where it cost him the title at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it did cost him the title because Punk took advantage.
Punk is that guy. Punk is just giving him the karma he deserved.
I'm not getting into this. Next match of the night, you had Eddie Thorpe defeating Ashante the Adonis, who before the match came out and handed a rose to someone in the crowd. And you can easily tell this woman was planted there. She is not a real fan. Because if you look at that same spot later on in the night, she's not there.
She might have just taken it home and she was so happy about it. She had to leave and just have the moment with her.
Have that moment with her rose.
With her rose.
Well, Eddie Thorpe picked up the W, so it didn't end, the night didn't end well for Ashanti.
Maybe she was trying to make Ashante happy. I don't know. Maybe she was... I don't know. Maybe she was just buying him some food or something. Buying him some dinner.
Maybe. Next match of the night, you had Javon Evans and Cedric Alexander taking on the No Quarter Catch Crew. Big win for Javon Evans and Cedric Alexander, and it is announced that on the second episode of NXT that's on the CW, which is in St. Louis, Javon Evans will be going one-on-one with St. Louis's own The Viper, Randy Orton.
First of all, Randy Orton's going to teach him who's boss. He is. Randy Orton is him. The RKO, one of the greatest finishers of all time.
Yeah.
It's going to put him down for the 3 count.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. You don't ever mess with someone like Randy Orton. Randy Orton may have been the youngest champion, as now a very old man, but that youngest champion mentality, that heart, that fire is still in him.
He's the legend killer.
He's the legend killer. He's going to ruin the legend.
The apex predator. The viper.
He is gonna dissolve the new legend that is coming out of this superstar.
Is he gonna eat Javon Evans alive? Is he gonna eat him alive?
Next match
In St. Louis.
Next match.
It's possible. Brooks Jensen defeated Dion Lennox, and with Sean Spears in his corner.
That's right.
So Sean Spears kind of taking up a bit of a management role as of right now because I think his arm he's injured. But I like what I see, and I'm hoping that we eventually see them pair him up with Ridge Holland. I really want to see that group.
I could see a great stable out of this.
Yeah. Sean Spears, Ridge Holland, and Brooks Jensen.
Yeah.
I think could all do some very good work together. Lola Vice defeated JC Jane. And then
Lola
Vice is her.
Is her?
She is her. And then to end the night, you had basically Trick Williams and Ethan Page. And it is announced that for the NXT Championship match, that there's going to need to be someone bring some order to the match. Because these guys are going to go at it. They're going to beat each other up. And someone's got to take control. It's either let them fight or get involved. And there's only one man that they say can handle the job.
Do you believe that he can handle the job?
Here's what I'll say. I think CM Punk is the right guy for the job. Because I think that CM Punk will just let these boys go at it.
That's a good point. That's what the people want, and that's what I want. He knows what we want.
Fight.
He knows what we want, unlike Drew McIntyre.
All right. Drew McIntyre is, let's be honest.
He doesn't care about
Drew
it.
McIntyre is the absolute most jacked guy on the roster.
He doesn't like you. I'm sure if you asked for his autograph, he would say no.
Just me, or is it everybody? Just me?
I think it's everybody.
Okay. I thought maybe he was just singling me out.
No.
I thought maybe he just didn't like.
Yeah, he would give me one, but
not me.
Yeah. No, I'm just messing with you.
I'd roll the clips of all the good stuff I say about him. All right, so you had SmackDown on September the 20th. The first match of the night was the United States Championship match. First ever matchup between these two. L.A. Knight defending the title against Andrade.
Yep.
And a banger of a match. And I hope this isn't the last time we see these two go at it. And I'm still hoping that maybe at Bad Blood, we get a triple threat match between L.A. Knight, Andrade, and Carmelo Hayes.
I definitely see it stirring there, you know.
You see the pot stirring?
The stir.
You see them cooking in the kitchen? All that stuff.
We need this match.
We need a cooking in the kitchen with these guys. Because I think Andrade and Carmelo Hayes are having another match this Friday.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what, the 6th match of these guys going one-on-one?
And I'm sure that Carmelo's going to have a chance against LA Knight at some point. Then that's whenever they're going to announce the triple threat.
Triple threat match?
I hope we get it.
Yeah.
Do you hope we get it?
Yeah.
I hope we get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We all know who's going to win it. Yeah.
And then, so did you watch the promo video they did for Cody and Roman? It was maybe one of the greatest, like, just this promo videos I've ever seen.
Really?
Cody and Roman meet up at, I believe it was Georgia Tech.
Oh.
Because Bad Blood's going to be in Georgia and all that stuff. And
Pat McAfee said that during the college game day.
Yeah. They were like, to determine if they will pretty much help each other.
Yeah.
And Roman basically said that after Bad Blood, after they take care of business, he's coming for the WWE title. So we're going to get one more match between these guys.
One more.
We're going to get it.
One more. You know, I think Triple H made a good call here because this definitely adds a lot more to Cody's story than fighting Kevin Owens and fighting Solo Sikoa for main events at PLEs. Mm-hmm. I'd like to see this a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we had Apollo Crews once again defeating Giovanni Vinci very quickly.
Oh, my goodness.
That's what I'm saying. Twice, it's like, okay. If they do it a third time, it's going to start feeling overplayed. And
Giovanni Vinci just needs to get it together.
He really does.
It's really showing that he's only where he is today because of the Imperium. Do you believe that? He could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
I definitely see. I've always thought that all those Imperium guys, Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser, and Giovanni Vinci from the start, all future potential main event players.
Yeah.
And I still believe that.
You still believe that after what happened tonight?
I still.
Not tonight, that night.
Right, yeah. I still do, yeah.
You think Giovanni Vinci is going to be up there with the rank of Seth Rollins?
I think he could. I don't necessarily know if with this gimmick is the right one, but I think eventually he could.
All right. Here, folks.
Kevin Owens apparently once again going at it with the Bloodline for the 487th time. He's saved by DIY, and a match is made for that night's main event. A tag match with Kevin Owens and DIY against the Bloodline.
I feel like all this Bloodline stuff is just. I feel like they're trying so hard to make it like control SmackDown.
Yeah, but it's just getting overplayed.
And it's getting way overplayed. Like Bloodline's over in NXT, Bloodline's over in SmackDown, Bloodline's in the main event, Bloodline's in the middle card match. It's just not. I don't like it.
It's the Bloodline show, apparently.
Apparently, and I really hope that this situation gets sorted out. Because we have all these people that got drafted to SmackDown. Mm-hmm. All these people. Mm-hmm. And we're only using 4 guys. Not including their opponents like Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens and stuff to carry out the show. Only 4.
Yeah. Kevin Owens. Now, from my understanding, his contract is coming up pretty soon. He hasn't re-signed. So that does make sense that they wouldn't put him in any long-term storylines now.
Yeah.
So I don't see him doing anything big until he's potentially re-signed.
I don't see why he would re-sign.
I know that if given the opportunity, I'm sure AEW will offer him a very lucrative contract.
Well, first of all, I want to say it would be a big loss if we lose Kevin Owens.
Huge loss if they lost Kevin Owens.
But with what Kevin Owens is going through right now, I feel for him. I would completely understand if he left WWE.
It's just he's been fighting the Bloodline for 4 years now.
I'm sure he's sick of it.
I'm sick of it. Kayson's sick of it.
Kevin Owens' career is a lot better when he was with Chris Jericho, so maybe he should just go back with him.
Ooh. That'd be cool. That'd be cool to see a reunion between the two.
Yeah.
Next match was a tornado tag team match between Bayley, Naomi against Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. And the stipulation was that whoever got the pin on Bayley or Naomi's team got a women's championship match.
Yeah.
And however, they both pinned Nia Jax.
Yeah.
So it's looking like they're gonna go 1-on-1, and the winner of that match goes against Nia Jax.
Yeah.
For the women's championship.
Main
event of that night. So DIY got taken out, and they were replaced with the Street Profits,
which makes sense because what happened at NXT.
Happened at NXT. So you got Kevin Owens and the Street Profits versus the Bloodline. Ended in a no contest.
Boo.
Boring. Basically, they're all just kind of fighting each other. Cody Rhodes eventually comes out, kind of takes out everybody, and him and Kevin Owens are kind of best friends again.
Yeah.
And that was SmackDown. Oh, my goodness.
I just want to point out that Raw is definitely carrying WWE.
Carrying WWE easily.
SmackDown, I would understand why there would be less viewers for SmackDown than Raw. Why more people would pay attention to the Raw rivalries, why we see more views on our YouTube shorts of the Raw rivalry stuff. Mm-hmm. Because SmackDown is just not it right now.
Mm-hmm.
SmackDown's not
That's why
doing
they
it.
should
It's
have
not
had,
cutting it.
They should have had Kevin Owens win the WWE title.
That's our hot take for the year.
I think, and I know looking at it from a storyline perspective, keeping the title on Cody, makes sense. But on the other hand, you're also trying to get ratings. You're also trying to keep people invested. And what better way to keep people invested than just a shocker?
Yeah, definitely.
No one sees coming because no one's expecting anybody. There's no one on that roster. Not even at this point when the rematch does happen, Roman Reigns beating Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
So, because everybody knows that Cody's taking that title to Mania and he's going up against The Rock. Everybody knows that's happening. At the end of the day, that's 95% the chance of what's going to happen.
Which also makes it sucky for the fact that Cody versus Roman Reigns is probably not going to be a very good match compared to the other two matches. Because the other two, we did not know what was going to happen. Well, besides from the second one, we kind of knew what was going to happen. But the first one,
Are you talking about Cody and Roman?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first match between those two at Mania, we all thought Cody was going to win.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
Shocker.
But it was for a great cause.
I remember my mouth dropped open when Roman won.
And
I was like, what?
So that just it changes it so much.
Yeah.
Shockers change it and make it for the better. Mm-hmm. Now, of course, we can't have shockers such as Sami Zayn loses the title to someone not Braun Breaker, loses it to
losing it to
I don't know, someone trash.
Like Joe Gacy of the Wyatt Six, just randomly.
Yeah. We can't have
Gacy.
those kind of shockers, but we need shockers such as someone that we know can hold the title and make that title still prestigious, like Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens, a heel turn, winning the title, and then I was like, okay, I'm fine with in a couple 2-3 months Cody wins the title back.
But it adds spice to it.
Adds a little spice. It keeps you like, okay, this was a nice little detour. Let's see how it pans out. Let's see how it works, and let's see what they do to kind of get us back onto the main road.
You know what would even make it even better if Kevin Owens lost it to a different guy and then Cody won the match between that guy, or maybe a triple threat between the three or something. We need more. We need more.
Let him cook.
Kevin Owens is the reason that this title was the spotlight for Raw those years.
Yeah, when was he champion?
It was 2018, 2017, something in that time, because he was the next champion after Finn Balor, right?
Yeah, because that was when Triple H turned on Seth Rollins.
That's right.
And Kevin Owens won. And then Goldberg won it.
Once again, that was a complete shocker. Absolute shocker that Triple H did that. But yeah, that's our take on SmackDown.
That's our take on SmackDown.
I do want to point out something from Raw we forgot to touch on.
What we forget?
Wyatt 6.
Wyatt 6, yes.
They
had a QR code.
And this one was not one they just flashed. This one was it was on the TV screen for a minute because they wanted us to see it. Forgot what it said, but it was alluding to them helping out a brother.
Braun Strowman?
For me, I thought it was Braun Strowman.
That's what makes the most sense.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Oh, he's going to go do some research.
Research time.
Oh, journalist Kaysen.
Do you think let's go to my search history and go all the way down.
Search history.
Which Raw was it, though?
September 16th?
Boom.
Yeah, September 16th.
Archive, here we go.
Here we go.
So it goes to the Uncle Howdy's Journal.
Yeah.
That website. And at the bottom it says new. And the word is Kaharis. I'm guessing that's some sort of Greek word or something.
I don't know. Don't look at me.
I don't know. But anyways, that's what it says. Swallowed by darkness. I'm not gonna talk like that. I'm just kidding. Swallowed by darkness, drowned in apathy.
Yeah, apathy. Yeah.
The malevolence of surrender overshadowing Elan Vital. This is not what it said before. So did they add something new?
Did they add some stuff?
Maybe this is new because I don't remember this.
I don't remember.
Hold on. I thought it was Freighter. Yes, it's Freighter. It's Freighter.
Freighter.
This is a lot better. Okay. The bond of a family is a cat of nine tails, bound through suffering. We see you, brother. When you need us, we will be there. So I thought that night, because this played before Braun Strowman and Braun
they were going to help out?
Bronson Reed stuff. I thought they were going to do something there. Mm-hmm. But, Harris, I didn't.
Is that new? Maybe that's new.
Maybe it's new.
Maybe it's new. Possible.
I don't know. I don't understand what it's saying, though. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not smart enough to know what they are talking about.
If you know, let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know what you
in
think
the comments. Let us know
all
in the
this
comments.
stuff right now. What we went through in the recap.
Yeah.
Any hot takes that you think that we have made.
Yeah.
Any stuff you agree with. I will say, though, what I said about Roxanne Perez being the worst, a horrible champion, I just realized how stupid of a claim that was.
Stupid of a claim that was.
But I also think
that is some hard freaking rain that's going on out there. If you hear that,
sorry.
That is the rain.
We are sorry.
Big old rain.
Mike's down there. Anyways, I think that Roxanne is a great champion, but she is worst when it comes to disrespect.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
I got you. I understand.
All right, let's talk about our top 10.
Top 10.
What was our top 10?
So I decided to go a little simple this week. Top 10 favorite finishers of all time.
Finishers. Did you hear that? Finishers.
Finishers.
What is your favorite finishers? Let us know. Oh yeah, I need to get my whiteboard over here.
Get that whiteboard, brother.
Number 10.
Get that whiteboard.
3, 2, 1. The GTS.
The attitude adjustment.
Ooh.
Just iconic.
It's an iconic
John Cena,
finisher.
one of the GOATs of all time.
I feel like that finisher is so iconic that people don't watch WWE know, like, that finisher. They, like, recognize it. They see John Cena do it or something in like a movie. I don't know.
I got you.
Number 9. 3, 2, 1. End of days.
GTS. So you had GTS at number 10.
Yeah.
Why do you like the GTS?
GTS, first of all, very simple. It
fireman's carry and just right on the knee.
I mean, first of all, that would put someone to sleep probably.
That put me right to sleep.
Yeah. And I don't know why it just fits CM Punk so well.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring this a little bit closer to our mouths so that the rain, so you can hear our talking a little bit. All right,
sorry,
so
y'all.
Tell us why you like the end of days.
The end of days was such an iconic finisher. I'm pretty sure only 1 or 2 people is actually kicked out of it. Unless they have an NXT.
Yeah, but Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin.
He's talked a lot about how I think it was Undertaker kind of encouraged him to protect his finisher.
Yeah.
So it's like, don't let anybody kick out. If you don't win the match with it, no one would kick out, but maybe somebody breaks up the pin.
Yeah.
Like in a tag match, but no one was kicking out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until it was the right time to do it.
Yeah.
So it was like, protect your finisher as long as you possibly can.
I don't remember who it was, but do you remember who it was that kicked out of it?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
It might have been like John Cena or
maybe
somebody.
John Cena or
Who knows?
Like
Anyways, let's go to number 8.
Number
Both of those
8.
finishers are amazing. Once again, we apologize for the rain.
The rain. We can't control Mother Nature.
What if these people just can't hear this at all?
That'd be really funny. That's why I'm trying to hold it up to our mouths as much as I possibly can right now. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Pedigree.
The sweet chin music. Kaysen had the pedigree. Kaysen, why do you like the pedigree so much?
The pedigree, first of all, one of the first finishers I've seen watching WWE. I love how it works. I love that this finisher can be done on anyone, no matter what side.
Now, did you see the first person you saw do it, was it Seth Rollins?
It was Seth Rollins, yes. That was whenever I started watching when Seth Rollins was in the Authority era.
Mm-hmm. But obviously we know the GOAT of the pedigree is none other than Triple H.
Triple H is what made that so iconic. Yeah. And first of all, I feel like I would probably get knocked out from a pedigree. Yeah, let's be honest.
Yeah, cool. I had sweet chin music. I mean, Shawn Michaels is one of the greatest to ever do it. And his super kick was unlike anything else.
Yeah.
It was different. He was tuning up the band. and it was great.
My favorite thing about the pedigree was just that how prestigious it was. There wasn't very many names out there that uses the pedigree. Like, there's none. The only ones I could think of is Triple H, Seth Rollins, sometimes Cody Rhodes, but that's not his finisher. That's just like a move that he does. It's very prestigious.
I got you. All right, now number 7.
Adding a little art to mine.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Sweet chin music.
I had the spear.
Ooh.
So, Kaysen, let me ask you. So many people have done the spear. Do you have a particular favorite one that someone does?
Mine would probably be Goldberg.
Goldberg does a good one.
Goldberg has a great one.
And honestly, I think Braun Breaker's spear is right up there.
Braun Breaker's spear is definitely warming up to me.
It looks like a Goldberg type of spear where it just looks like it cuts you in half.
Now, of course, Roman Reigns is so iconic with his. That's been his finisher for who knows how long. Yeah. The spear is definitely something I would not want to happen to me.
Yeah. Obviously, Edge is up there. Edge's spear. Batista's done a spear. You got Jey Uso doing a spear now. Everybody does a spear. But there are some that really do stick out.
Yeah. The thing about the spear is the reason it's not so high on like the list is because, you know, like, so many use it. It's not like a type of move that you see just like when you think of the spear, you think of one superstar. You think of many superstars when you think of the spear. So,
I got you. Number 6. 3, 2, 1.
Red Arrow.
The 619.
619 is a great finisher.
Rey Mysterio, one of the absolute goats to do it in this game.
For those that do not know what the Red Arrow is, if you do not know who this is, man, I feel old. Neville.
He's in AEW now.
AEW
Killing
now.
it in AEW.
His finisher, I don't even know how to describe what he does in midair.
Yeah.
Does like this crazy flip.
Kind of basically flips in all directions.
Yeah.
Almost.
And
any way you can think he flips, he probably does.
Yeah. I loved watching that finisher, man.
Yeah. All right, number 5.
Number 5. Which one did you have again for number 6?
619.
Great finisher, man. It's so iconic, and it's only for one person, you know?
Yeah. Well, now Dominic Mysterio's doing it too.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Number 5, I had the People's Elbow.
I had the spear.
Spear. Now, what do you think about the People's Elbow, Kaysen?
It's for the people. What can I say?
It's for the people. What can I say?
Even for someone like The Rock, to where people hated him, he still did it for the people.
Because it's a move, honestly, that just kind of looks ridiculous.
But it works.
He's swinging his arms, and then he just bounces off both ropes and does basically just a simple elbow drop.
And it works.
And it gets the crowd going nuts.
Once again, you don't see it from anyone else besides from The Rock.
Because he's the people's champion.
He is the people's champion.
Number 4.
3, 2, 1. Rock bottom!
Stunner.
Rock bottom, once again, one of the greatest finishers. I just love watching it. It's so iconic. You don't see anyone else doing it. I think someone did like a Uranagi during one of the Raws.
You do a lot of like Solo and all them. They do like Uranagis a lot, kind of very similar.
On Raw, and Pat McAfee was like, he just rock bottomed him.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So iconic.
The Stunner. I mean, Stone Cold Steve Austin on the Mount Rushmore easily for me.
1000%. Yeah.
And now you got Kevin Owens kind of taking it up and putting his own spin on it.
Yeah.
Number 3. 3, 2, 1.
F5.
The pedigree. So we already talked about the pedigree. You talked about that F5.
The F5 is one of the greatest finishers of all time. Every single time that you see Brock Lesnar get up on the fireman's carry. Everyone knows what time it is. First of all, F5. I would not want to be in that situation.
No.
It's scary, and also just it fits Brock Lesnar so well, and that finisher never.
Because it allows you to see his face, and he's always just got a very intimidating face, and then devastating move.
Yep.
All right, number 2.
The Reigns died down.
Yeah, thankfully. This is a move I'm surprised that I've not seen on your list, Kason.
You know, I'm reading it right
3,
now, and
2, 1. The Tombstone Pile Driver.
you know, I did have it on there, but I replaced it with the Rock Bottom.
Oh.
After you told me the People's Elbow, I'm like, man, I completely forgot about the Rock for some reason. But
I mean, Tombstone Pile Driver is just iconic. The Undertaker, the greatest character
yeah,
in history.
he is. Tombstone's definitely up there for me. To be honest with you, I'd probably replace one of these with the Tombstone. Now thinking back at it, but hey, you can't go back to the past, people. Sometimes you just gotta.
You gotta stick with your choices and stick with them.
Yeah, I'm not fake.
No, we ain't. All right,
I'm
number
just
1.
someone that can't make up their mind.
Number 1, baby. Number 1.
I think we both
Our
have the
favorite
same
finisher.
answer.
3, 2, 1.
RKO out of nowhere.
Whoa.
First of
RKO,
all,
and it's a move. What I like about it so much is that it can come out of nowhere, and he can perform it in so many different ways.
Yeah.
Like someone jumping off the top rope, he can catch him and do it.
Yeah.
He can run up behind him and just pull him down with him.
Which is why I feel like the out of nowhere fits so perfectly with it, because you never know, from anything you can see an RKO.
Yeah.
And I also just love the fact that this move is probably one of the most iconic WWE moves of all time.
Yeah.
Of all time.
All
because
time.
even people that don't even watch WWE know of this move. The RKO out of nowhere meme. Think about that.
Yeah.
With all these like random YouTube videos, you just see Randy Orton just
Out of nowhere.
photoshopped in
Out
there.
of nowhere.
Yeah, out of nowhere. Randy Orton is once again, if you don't know, he's my favorite wrestler of all time.
He's the GOAT for
He's
me.
the GOAT. What would we do without Randy?
Randy, if you're watching this, we'd love to meet you one day.
I'd love to meet him.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Maybe if we actually got subscribers.
Hey, we're almost to 40 subscribers, dude.
Dude, we're on our road to the 100. We're going to have the poster in the back.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to do some stuff.
Maybe we'll get a cake.
You want to get like a cake and eat the cake while we're
It's just us. It's just 2 guys eating a cake.
mukbang?
All right.
Let's talk about our
3 match reviews. I chose them last week. We had Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor from SummerSlam last year.
Yeah.
We had Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin from
Yeah.
WrestleMania. And then you had Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero, custody for Dominic Ladder match.
Which match you want to start with?
Let's do Seth Rollins and Finn Balor.
Okay.
We actually watched this match together when it happened.
We watched this match at your house because this is like whenever I first started watching wrestling.
Really
again.
getting back into it.
Yeah. Well, I watched wrestling before this match, but this is like
It's like, whoa.
this is like the match that got me loving wrestling once again, because I started watching it again like I say like a year before this match. But yeah, this match like made a fire for my love.
The crowd was into it the whole time.
Yeah. I remember how hyped me, you, and Dalen
We were like, oh my gosh, because they were kicking out of everything.
we were jumping up and down. We're like, oh my goodness. We had so much emotion in this match. I say this is probably one of the most underrated matches we've had recently when it comes to like this era of WWE.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Finn Balor and Seth Rollins put on a banger. There's so much happening. First of all, Finn Balor could have lost the match from the distraction of Judgment Day, because Damian Priest put the Money in the Bank in there, and Seth Rollins did the curb
stomp on the briefcase.
And he's still kicked out of it.
Still kicked out. And the crowd just went nuts.
And then he hit the
coup de grace
on Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins kicked out. And that's whenever we thought he was winning that moment too. We were like, oh my goodness,
he was kicking out of everything.
This is at the moment when also Finn Balor and Damian Priest were getting a little heated too.
Because we thought maybe they were going to go the direction of Finn winning the title and then Priest cashing in Money in the Bank on him.
But it didn't happen.
Didn't go that direction.
Which I'm glad it didn't, because it put this amazing rivalry.
We look back on it now, and in the long run, it was the right decision.
Yeah. Overall, great match.
Great match.
Very relevant today. Relevant.
Yep.
Today.
What match you want to go to next?
You want to do let's do Stone Cold and Bret Hart.
Stone Cold and Bret Hart, probably the most violent match of the three.
Yeah.
Submission
match at WrestleMania.
And it was two eras colliding.
Yeah.
Because the Bret Hart era in WWE was almost feeling like it was coming to an end, or it wasn't like what it used to be.
Yeah.
And you had this new guy, this Stone Cold, who was making moves. And
he was the
rebel.
Era.
He was the rebel, and it was their styles just clashed so much, which is why I feel like the match worked so well.
Yeah. First of all, we saw so much violence, and you could just tell that these guys hated each other. They focused more on damaging each other rather than winning the match.
I don't think either men really cared as much about winning the match, more as just inflicting pain on the other.
Yeah. We saw steel chairs. We saw steps.
Yeah.
We saw a lot from this match. We saw the bleeding of Stone Cold, targeting the leg of Stone Cold,
And the match didn't end really with Stone Cold tapping out. It ended with
he passing
out, which is still considered submission.
That's such a Stone Cold way to go out, though.
He's like, I'm not going to give him the satisfaction of making me tap out. I will take the pain until I pass out.
Has Stone Cold ever tapped out before?
Not that I know of.
Yeah.
Maybe the viewers can let us know if there's any matches where he's tapped out. There's very few men in WWE that have never tapped out during a match.
And I feel like
I know John Cena's never done it. I think The Undertaker's never done it.
I could never see The Undertaker tapping out.
Nah, it just wouldn't fit his character.
It would never. Undertaker's him.
He is him.
He is him.
He's the ultimate him.
The ultimate him.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and move.
Yeah.
To Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. The reason we did this match because this is the match that was fighting for the custody of Dominic, which we said
it's almost like we're seeing that again. Almost.
We should see that with Liv and Rhea, which would be amazing.
I fully believe they should suspend Dominic in a.
They should have done it before Dominic betrayed Rhea.
Yeah.
But still, this match could happen.
Could happen. But in this case, Dominic was an 8-year-old boy, and Eddie Guerrero wanted custody of Dominic, who said he was the real father.
Dominic now believes that he is.
Well, honestly, they do kind of look like each other. I don't know if it's the facial hair and the mullet. It's just like... Damn.
I mean, where else would have Dominic gotten all that height?
Yeah, I know.
Who knows?
We're
not going to get into that. We need to get into the match. The match itself.
Yeah.
Great match.
Both men taking it to one another, pushing each other off the ladder, hanging from the briefcase.
They both really want Dominic.
Yeah, hitting finishers. Eventually, Eddie Guerrero's going up the ladder, and Dominic Mysterio runs into the ring and tries to push the ladder over.
Which is hilarious because Dominic nowadays would probably go back in time and change that decision.
And probably, let Eddie win.
Yeah.
Eddie's about to hit Dominic.
Yeah.
And in comes Rey Mysterio to stop him. And eventually, Eddie Guerrero's wife at the time, Vicky Guerrero, came out and stopped Eddie from winning the match.
Yeah.
She believed that Eddie Guerrero wasn't trying to win this match for Dominic. He was trying to win this match in spite of Rey.
Which he had
never beaten Rey.
He definitely was.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio was just doing it because he loved his son.
He loved his son.
He was a great dad. He is not a deadbeat.
Is he a deadbeat dad?
He's not a deadbeat.
Here's the question of the episode. Is Rey Mysterio a deadbeat dad?
We want to see your comments.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe so? I don't think so. I think he did everything in his power.
Here's the thing.
He even...
There's three. Dominic Mysterio turned on Rey. Santos Escobar turned on Rey. Carlito turned on Rey. At what point do we stop making excuses for Rey and start asking the question, is Rey the problem?
Here's my take on this.
Okay.
Dominic betrayed Rey.
Right.
Rey gave Dominic countless amount of opportunities to just forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
He was willing to forgive. He was willing to show him mercy. He would not fight his son because he loved his son.
Mm-hmm.
But still, Dominic still was just beating him up. He was still treating them with hate, and that's what flicked the switch, and he was like, I have to fight him.
I have to fight him.
So that doesn't make him a deadbeat because he was a great father. He was a great father. He even fought for his son's custody.
Like, I'm not going to say one way or the other. I'm going to let you guys decide and let your voices be heard.
He fought for Dominic's custody.
He did. And he won.
And he won. Shout out Rey.
Shout out Rey.
Shout out Rey. Anyways.
At the time, he was a good dad. I'll give him that. At the time, at least.
You think he's a bad dad now?
Well, yeah.
I will say, whenever he declined Rhea Ripley from entering his house on Christmas, that was a little too far.
A little mean.
He could have been a little nicer about that.
Nice. They just wanted to come around for Christmas.
The fact that Dominic thought of his father whenever Christmas came along and wanted to come to his house.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Should we have a Come On, Man series?
Come on, man.
Do you think we'll get copyright for that?
No.
For like the biggest botches in WWE?
Come on, man.
Remember when like...
Or it's like the biggest come on mans of the week.
And we'll have like the one with Dominic Mysterio costing Becky Lynch the title.
Yeah, come on, the biggest.
We'll have like the
biggest
commentators.
at the end of the year. We'll have the biggest come on mans of the year. It's Dominic #1 costing Becky the title. Come on, man.
I mean, even who was the announcers? It was Michael Cole.
Corey Graves.
Corey Graves was even mad at him.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Come on, man. All right, what are the next 3 matches we're watching this week?
Let me get my list. There's some fire matches.
Oh, he's got them planned, so you know they're going to be good.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Number one.
We're
just gonna bring a little classic in here.
Okay, I like classics.
We got Kurt Angle versus Rey Mysterio at SummerSlam 02.
02. Okay.
02.
Okay.
02.
Okay. All right, what else?
We got SummerSlam 2016, Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins.
Oh.
So that means that we're going far back to why that match, the match we just talked about
from last year.
From last year's SummerSlam happened. Mm-hmm. Because now the reason we talked about that match is because we're talking about what's happening now and how it's relevant. Anyways, this match is the root of what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Whether you want to believe it or not.
Yep.
It's why Finn Balor is the way he is.
That's the way it is.
In the last match, I just want to bring in another match that's recent but amazing. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40.
WrestleMania 40.
Let's go through it again.
For the undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
Give us a lot of opportunity to talk about how this was an amazing match, but it was probably the last amazing match that we've seen from Cody Rhodes.
I don't know. The Backlash match was pretty good.
With AJ Styles?
With AJ Styles.
Okay. That's fair, but I like how this...
But it had the story and everything.
This had the story for it. This other stuff does not have the story that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
This is the rise of WWE, but also the fall of SmackDown.
Let him cook.
But those are the matches. Those are your homework.
Yeah.
We're, in case you can't tell, we're sitting on like a random couch. And we don't have a table in front of us. We got a lot of construction stuff going on right now. Mm-hmm. Stuff we can't get into. Stuff that's not relevant.
Stuff we can't control.
Yeah. But we're here.
We're here.
As you can tell, we were going to set the titles up, but we were like, no, we can't. We literally can't.
But they're here.
They're here. But yeah, we're so glad that either way you guys will watch us. Make sure to subscribe. Tell your friends about us. If you have anything you want us to talk about, put it in the comments. Any segments you want us to add, put it in the comments. What do you think of the matches? Put in whatever is on your mind. Put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments. We want to hear you.
I mean, like
that's the message of this episode. Put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments. I mean, think about it. We talk about every single comment that we get.
We do.
Even the disrespectful, not the disrespectful,
the weird ones.
Even the weird ones.
Even the ones that are calling us out.
Even though, yeah, that's not disrespectful, but the ones
we always appreciate
disagree
the
with us.
Yeah.
It's okay to disagree sometimes, people. Me and him disagree about a lot.
Yeah.
But anyways, before I sign out, I just want to point out I got my own merch now.
Whoa.
I got my own merch. My face is on a dude from Fortnite. My brother made the shirt.
He did for Christmas. Got you for Christmas.
For Christmas.
You know he's gonna do another one this year too.
He does all the time. Last time he did the one with like the Spider-Man meme where they're like pointing at each other and had me and our third brother's face on there because we look just alike. Mm-hmm. People thought it was both me. Anyways, maybe we'll do a shirt reveal on Christmas.
There you go. You can do all of them.
Should we have a Christmas episode?
We should have a Christmas episode.
Of course, I'll be out of town, so we'll have to like record it a little before Christmas and release it on
pre-Christmas episode.
Yeah.
The Ring Talk Christmas special.
Ring Talk Christmas special. We'll have presents for each other. It has to be WWE
Maybe
themed.
Santa Claus will be here. I don't know. He'll be our special guest.
Signed out, but we forgot to do our punishments.
We're gonna do it real quick.
We're gonna do it. First of all, since we got 2 wrong shows about it and we didn't do the punishment for the previous show, we're doing 2 times. I guess I'll go first.
Where do you want it?
Where do you want it? You're the one that decides.
We'll do the first one on your arm.
Okay. Oh gosh. All right, here we go. Oh, let's show it to the camera. There it is. Here's the strip.
All right, ready?
Yep.
3, 2. Did it get anything?
They got it. Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
I don't think you guys can tell, but it got me.
All right, now you do me.
Yep. Which side do I do?
I think that one. I don't think it matters.
Okay, yeah.
It's
the pink part that's sticky.
I got so much more hair than you do. You can see my Rocky.
All right. 3, 2.
Ow! Dude! Ow! Holy cow! Ow!
I'm sorry.
You don't have any hair on your arms. That's the issue. That's the issue, dude. All right, I'm doing your leg this time. You got more hair on your legs.
Look at that, bro. Look at how much hair is on that.
Dude, that hurt. All right. We're going to do right here.
Oh, man.
All right.
How are we going to do this? Oh.
3, 2. Oh, dude.
Dude, look.
I don't know if you can see it.
That looks horrible. That looks horrible.
It'll grow back. All right.
Oh, they could definitely see it on the camera then. Can you guys see the strip? Maybe not. Dude.
All right. Where do you... All right.
We're doing it on your leg.
Oh, no. Oh, no, dude. I got so much more hair.
Oh man, you can already see which hairs are coming off.
Oh
no! All right, we'll not
just do it. You'll get my reaction. Ah! Golly, dude!
Your hair's so
Holy
long, it's still
cow.
covering the spot up.
Oh!
Dude, look how
soft
smooth
though.
It's so
smooth.
smooth.
They work.
He's They work
Oh
all
my
right.
goodness, dude. Ow. Well,
You guys can't see this, but like his hair is still like covering it up
Yeah.
because of how long it is.
ow, holy crap.
My way, you could just completely see.
Oh my gosh. You can see, look at all that. Look
I'm
at all
so
that.
glad you chose to do my arm.
I know, you got because you don't have any hair on your arms.
I got some, but
Barely.
not long. They're so short.
Oh my goodness. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
That's
I'll see
our
you guys
punishments.
on the next episode of Ring Talk.